So we got a gun out of that hole.
Yep.
I'm visiting a friend here. I wanted to shoot this. Look at this. He collects clocks. And this is unbelievable. All right, this is today's show. All right, we got the fourth item. It looks like a coin. All right, greetings and welcome to Drama in the Dirt. We have a sort of a different program this week. I'm going to show the importance of gridding, and you'll see what I do in my own backyard. I think I mentioned in the piece that this lot is probably 1830s or 1840s. So we're going to talk about that. And then I have a special bonus piece. A friend of mine showed me his watch and clock collection, and you will be absolutely blown away by this collection. So I trust that you enjoy that. As always, remember our schedule. We have Meet the Digger on Wednesdays, and then 15 Shot Friday, which is drama shooting at the dirt. I spend most of my time shooting at the dirt, and then of course our regular episode on Saturdays. So as always, God bless you and keep you, and may all your digs make you smile. Right, Daisy? Sitting on my head. To show you my britches, the knees were out of these, and I took my worst pair of camos and cut them in pieces, then took the hot glue and squeezed it in there, and then put it on the ironing board and just really sealed them on there. So I'm testing them out today to see how they do. I had to buy a new pair of pants just for some holes in the knee, but you can see how tight that is. All right, this is today's show. I've been curious, and I'm going to spend some time doing this. Right about here, is the old brick-lined well. And how I know that is probably 15 years ago, I was walking by here to the barn, and I noticed this round place sinking. So I end up filling it in and leveling it off. I think I put rocks and pieces of brick and then some dirt in it. So what I'm going to do is take this can of paint and this tape measure, and I'm going to measure. I can't get real close to this fence because it has wire behind it, but I might be able to come out about here. And I'm going to make a 10 by 10 foot square around this well. The house stood right here. See where the lawnmower kind of scalps? That's the old foundation. And this was the front of the house. And this was their front yard. And their well was here. So I'm going to measure this off. And I'm going to try to dig everything that sounds like it's, well, I'm just going to try to dig everything. So I want to see what I come up with. All right, wish me luck. All right, there it is, 10 by 10. I can probably get a little closer to the fence, so I'll just see what kind of interference I get off the wire. So the well was right here, so I'm assuming obviously they had to come to the well quite a bit. So, and I'm thinking this lot is probably 1830s, 1840s. So. Okay, this is my first noise. A lot of iron with it. It said 4 inches, but it's getting deep. There's a huge root here. Tree's way over there. I just can't believe it's the roots go over that far. Well, let me dig that out and I'll see what I get. Okay, I got it out. A little piece of metal, probably copper. Just really haven't taken the time to try to go through the area. Something. Oh, it's a door strike from the old house. Well, history uncovered. Big fat nail. And here is our third item. And that looks like and feels like a piece of pewter or lead. Sure is green for lead though, isn't it? Alright, we got the fourth item and it looks like a coin. And it's a memorial. But it's a coin nonetheless. And you think as much as I've been over this yard. So we're 4 for 4. Looks like an old one. I suppose the lesson is if you grid something off and you stay focused, go at it 2 or 3 different angles. I mean, you're going to hit stuff, especially when you're mixed with iron. Alright, there's our next item. Looks like that scissors together. Looks like some kind of hanger for a pipe. Alright, there's our next item. Looks like a square-headed bolt with a washer. The washer's pretty much eaten through. Okay. And there's a big old 1/2-inch carriage bolt. Mosquitoes are bad. I haven't been even putting spray on. Alright. So we got a gun out of that hole.
Yep. Don't want to point it at you.
Oh, yeah. It looks about like mine, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah, it's close.
No doubt.
I'm visiting a friend here. I wanted to shoot this. Look at this. He collects clocks. And this is unbelievable. Isn't that something?
Many of these are automotive dash clocks from the 20s.
Oh, really? I've never
Yeah.
heard of it. Do you have any gold pocket watches out of curiosity?
Oh yeah.
Are they out or are they in a safe?
Well, there's a gold one there.
Can I can touch it?
Oh sure.
Oh yeah, see a lot of diggers, that's what they want to find is the old gold watch.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what really pushed the pocket watch was when the railroads came in because you had to keep things on time.
Right. Well, what caused the demise of the pocket watch was the road races that started in 1906. And they found that before that time, a man would never have been caught dead with a wristwatch on. That was a woman's thing.
Oh,
But
really?
after the like New York to Boston races started, well, then you didn't have time to be pulling up a pocket watch at 100 miles an hour. So that's when
Flipped your wrist
men's
around.
watches became all the rage.
Is that gold, I assume?
Looks like it. Yep, that probably is. Yep.
Just offhand, I mean, what do you think this collection would fetch?
Oh, I have no idea. I never even considered
It'd
it.
be a small fortune, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. These right here are bullseye
that's
watches. This one happens to be a Tiffany. And this is what an apprentice would do. He would make his watch and then hand it to his master and say, this is how good my work is. It'll never have to come out of there. And so these, and then this one is French.
Oui.
Yes. I have some other ones over here, but these are out of the 1920s. And you would put
Is that sterling?
the face on there. No, that one's just a metal one. But then the knob would stick down so that you could wind them. This particular watch, not that one, this one, I have the bag and the box. This one is a Waltham 8-day, and it is from a place called Bergdorf on the Plaza, New York City, in 1920.
And it winds at the bottom instead
It does,
of the top.
because you unscrew this face just unscrews like that. You can see it has about a wide enough lip for the dash metal, and then this would stick down. And then this one here is what they call irradiated. It has radium on the hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the lady who did this one's probably long gone.
Long gone because she held the radium in her.
Yeah.
I think I read an article where a lot of those watch people died from radium poisoning.
They did. Yeah. And this one here, this one's called a regulator. And now the regulator, look at that one with the train on it, isn't that
yeah,
gorgeous?
See, you know.
Yep.
Is that sterling? Do you know? I think
I'm not
It's a little
sure.
too shiny. I think.
Yeah,
it
it looks
doesn't.
more like
It doesn't tarnish. If it's not getting tarnished, then it's probably
Right,
not silver.
right. But yeah, you can see some of the earliest ones were great big things, and then the technology improved. Yeah.
And,
Now that right there, you're looking
The
at
old
one of the.
thermostat. Old
That is
Joel.
one of the earliest setback thermometers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it had a clock on it, and then it was more of a timing. It would tell the furnace when to come on and when to go off.
Right.
And that's
We had a thermostat like that.
and that clock is from General Electric plant, and that is a 1917 international time recording. And you would put your time clock in here, turn the knob,
And punch in.
punch in. Yep.
Isn't that something? I'm very impressed. I really appreciate you showing this to me.
Well,
I'm sure my
that's a-
viewers will enjoy seeing this.
Glory, ha, glory, glory, ha. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Scored an Ike at Kroger today. Face value $1. Most of these run $2 a piece, so not a bad investment. And they don't come through very often. So if you get a chance, I'd grab them up. I thought I'd shoot a little piece on how I accent my coins. If you get a coin that doesn't have the, not all that desirable, but you want to enhance it, I get 600 grit, and then I try to get hold of it like this, get a hard surface. This is just a memorial. I got the camera on my belly, that's why it's jumping around. Take a seasick pill. I'll speed things up. Obviously the rim's really high in that because it's not even hitting his head. But keep your fingers flat as you can. And this will bring up the date and the motto and the portrait, but leave the field. See, it's starting to come through. I'll show you a couple of that I did. Some people have a fit because they think, well, if you do that, you can't prove that that coin was something you dug. But you have to remember, on copper coins that have been in the ground for any time at all, if you hit them with a 10 times loop, there's always a pitting to the copper. So that's not something that would occur above the ground. So you get the basic idea here. I'm not going to draw that out. So let me come back to you and I'll show you some that I've accented. This is a V that I did. As you can see, it still leaves that effect that it's old, but brings it back to life. And this was put in vinegar. But again, you can tell it's a dug coin. I guarantee you, if you take a loop, a jeweler's loop, and look at the metal, you'll see the pitting. And then this is an Indian, which I accented with 600. That's the 06 in it, and that's full Liberty on there. See, it brings out the Liberty. And the sandpaper is so fine that it just takes the dirt off, and that's it. So I like the effect. I think it's a lot more presentable. All right, thanks for watching. I didn't get the light to come on. You find a survey pen and got me a relic. I'm gonna throw it. That looks like, yeah, that's an old meter. I found me a relic. Boy, that's heavy. I'm 25. Now I'm getting noise right there. Oh, there's my relic. Mickey Mouse. It looks like a suspender latch. It's made of ferrous though.